This piece actually came out of writing Glitter in the Blood, which if anybody ever asks you to write a book on writing, you should do it. It's pretty weird. I realized that I didn't know, I didn't know how I did what I did, because I learned to write by going to open mic poetry readings. So I learned to write by listening to people read their poems. I never had any formal training. In order to write the book, I had to write poems and study myself writing them. And that's what the book is. That's the first half of the book, is me just being honest about what happened. And this poem came out of it, and it's called The Yellow Brick Road. The only time I dressed in drag was my 10th Halloween, when I wanted to go as a businessman, which was the scariest thing I can think of. My mother indulged me, got me a fake mustache, a suit, tailored it. We hid my long blonde hair in a discreet bun. Most people thought I was a poorly executed Charlie Chaplin. I haven't dressed in drag since because, well, soon after I estrogened like spring pollens. I swole up, I blossomed, I was initiated into the long, wet, red-walled path into becoming a woman. It was much more complicated than trying to look like a man. Female or male, putting on heels and makeup and a dress is drag. Learning to smile a certain way to disarm without appearing vulnerable is drag. Learning to see how you are seen, then managing your own objecthood with the ornaments of clothing, posture, tone of voice, vocabulary, drag. My 13th birthday landed on the same day as the Long Beach Pride Parade, and my father lived in a porched apartment on Broadway, so I got to watch the whole show while sipping sodas from the fridge. At some point, the floats stalled, and the tallest, most outrageous Cher I had ever seen descended from her platform, parted the sidewalk crowd to reach me, grabbed my hand and lipsticked it, and then said, "Sweetie, you're so pretty, you make me want to turn the page." I swooned. I had been anointed by a high priestess of everyone can go to hell, don't I look fabulous? She winked at me, and it slow-moed extra with her long false lashes. She lady swaggered back, pulling applause behind her like so many pink satin trains, and then she launched into an impassioned lip sync of If I Could Turn Back Time. If I could turn back time, I wouldn't change anything, but I would watch it all again, an audience to the silent movie of my life. I gasped when I saw myself get on a stage for the first time. I laughed tenderly at myself, looking at myself in the mirror, puzzled, embarrassed, uncertain, pretending grace. I cried tears of catharsis when I saw myself suited and seated in that boardroom of men, learning the hard way how to make a poker face, how to hide my feelings, my truth, deep inside me, like an emerald in my gut, where I could polish and polish and polish.